Hi Clashers, this is CoolCat555. Welcome to my channel Crazy Times with CoolCat. This is our 16th War Win Streak video, and as you can see, we won versus Dragon Flower 2, 29 stars versus 26 stars which they got. And as usual, they had plenty of Town Hall 11s maxed out, and they also had 2 Eagle advantage versus 1 Eagle on our side. So let's see how we did. And this is our top 6 taking on top 2, and he decides to go with the healed Bowitch. This is kind of our trademark attack, so like, you know, don't tell me like, hey guys, you always keep doing healed Bowitch. I mean, in wars, you're supposed to use that attack which you're most comfortable with and which you think will work versus bases, and this does work versus most of the bases. And here he has deployed all the heroes and the witches and warden and a jump spell and poison for the defending CC. Warden ability is used, and then a rage is used. Enemy queen is killed, and soon the eagle is also down, as you can see. And there's just one healer healing the queen, and the heal spell is placed there because there was a triple giant bombs there. We did see that in one of our previous attack. This is not a fresh attack on this base. So, and this is the best part of this attack. We thought this is not going to be a 3-star because the troops have kind of fizzled out already. But what happens is that golem and the giant, they are the heroes of the attack. They kind of tank all the defenses. They tank C2 wizard towers. So instead of killing the 3 witches on the other side, that wizard tower was focused on the golem and the giant, and then that archer tower, and they even distracted this X-bow. So plenty of defenses were distracted throughout the attack by the remaining giant and golem, and the healers, for a change, when they were healing the golem, it was really useful, and this was really nice 3 stars for us. And this is our 3 going versus enemy base number 3, and he deploys the usual 4 bowlers, 2 witches and 2 healers on either side, and he decides to go the town hall way. Usually healed Bowitch, it's the opposite way that we approach and finally get the town hall. But this base, we thought that it would work actually if we start right up in front of the town hall. So the king killed the queen, and now poison for the enemy CC, and the rest of the troops are using the jump spell and moving in, and the eagle goes down. And as you can see on both sides, the witches are doing a good job of actually clearing out the side defenses. And here the single target inferno locked onto the queen, so he's forced to use his ability. And we were like, oh no, the queen is going to go down, and there she goes, poor queen. So we thought, like, this attack may not end up in a 3-star, but then there were a lot of witches left, and the healers were actually healing the king for a change, and then there was just a single target inferno left, and splash damage was just the bomb tower. So we were like, yeah, we are definitely going to get a 3-star, and we do. This is our top 4 going versus their top 4, and as you can see, it's a Town Hall 11 dip because he's going versus a Town Hall 10, and again healed Bowitch. It was a straightforward attack, and not much of any kind of drama in this attack. Everything goes as per the plan. The wall breakers work, and then the CC is soon deployed. The golem followed by the bowlers and the heroes, and they do go in, and then the clan castle, defending clan castle troops come out, and poison is used, and he rages his troops, and he's actually being targeted by 2 single target infernos, but they're pretty low, and there are too many troops there for them to lock on to the king or the queen, and soon the troops just bulldoze through the base, as it is a Town Hall 11 dip trip. So there's not much to say, and almost it looks like by the end of the attack all his troops have kind of survived. Look at that, it's such an overkill on this base, and we get a nice 3 stars. And this is our 4 versus their 5, and again healed Bowitch, and this is Town Hall 11 base, but the defenses are not maxed out, and it does not have any eagle or infernos, and the expos are also pretty low. All the defenses are low. So what he does is, here, instead of allowing his bowlers to completely go by the side, he breaks open the compartment there, and he uses the jump spell in such a way that it helps him, and it actually allows him not to use a 3rd jump spell, and just use 2 jump spells and go through the space. So that's a very nice way of placing jump and planning out. And as you can see, the clan castle CC is dead, and all the troops are completely wrecking this base, and there are no healers healing on the other side. The 2 witches, and soon they go down because they don't have any healers on them, but the queen is still alive, and the warden is also alive, and the king is dead. Once again, the golem does a good job, and he goes in there and gets stuck on that wall, and distracts the Tesla and the Expo. So the king is completely dead though, but the queen is fully healed by this point, and then she kills that Expo, and there are 2 witches left, and the rest is just clean up, and we get our 3 stars. This is our 8 going versus their 6, and he uses the troops power up potion, and goes with a healed Bowitch because he has very low level heroes, and though he is Town Hall 10, actually he's just a very new Town Hall 10, and his bowlers are just level 1, and witches are also level 1. So in order to do a good Bowitch, he cannot do it without using the power up potion. So as you can see, they had a lava hound, and it breaks up and harasses some of the bowlers, but soon the queen kills them, and the jump spell is placed very nicely by him so that it covers more than 3-4 compartments, and the rest is just history, because we get 3 stars very easily on this base. And this is our 8 going versus their 7, and this time he decides to go with Lavalunian. So it's basically a Lavalunian spam, and because he had a dragon in the CC, he decides to go with 2 poison to weaken it and ensure that his loons are not killed. And he uses a baby drag to clear some of the side structures, and then in the end he deploys his heroes because the loons are not able to clear out all the defenses, but it's just one wizard tower and an archer tower left, and the heroes clear it up easily. This is our 9 taking on their 8, and he decides to go with lava loon attack. So he first sends in a balloon to lure out the enemy CC, which is a baby drag and few archers and 2 wizards, and he uses his own queen, 1 or 2 minions and few archers to take out the CC. He doesn't use any poison, and then he deploys 4 lavas followed by loons, and he rages them at the start. And the queen is still alive, and he uses his spells on the loons, and at this time she notices his queen, and then they have a queen versus queen battle, and they mutually destruct each other, and then his king is deployed, and it's a comfortable 3-star for number 9. And this is our 10 taking on their 9. He drops in 3 loons and uses his spell on them to ensure that the loons get into the enemy clan castle range to lure out the enemy CC. Then the baby drag and the witches are dealt with using the poison spell, 2 archers and the queen. After that he starts lava loon on the base. He deploys 2 lavas followed by loads of loons and rages those loons. The ADs are pretty low on the space, so he's able to comfortably clear them without much resistance. And then he uses his minions and leftover archers for cleanup, and the king also is used for cleanup. It's very comfortable 3 stars on the space for us. This is our 10 versus their 10, and as you can see, it's a completely defenseless engineered Town Hall 11 base. Other than Tesla's, he does not have any other defense. And this is how they managed to get 2 or 3 extra Eagle bases in wars, because this counts as nothing, though he has maxed heroes. So their 10 can actually take on our top 1 engineered plan. So he sends in a few hogs to get the Teslas and heals them, but they don't stand a chance versus maxed out heroes, and they're baking. Then he sends in the queen and few routes and rages the routes, and they tear through this base, and soon it's easy 2 stars on the face. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel and support me. Catch you all later, Clashers. Have fun and rock on.